I got a preview today of the new Bible study that we're starting in October called The Beginning of Wisdom, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. You can see on the first page, we're diving into the story of Noah. This is where it's at in the Bible. This is an overview. These are the sections we'll be focusing on. There's 7 of them, so usually like 1 a day. It's like 10 to 15 minutes to do in a day. It's not much at all. Short prayer I'm going to say before we start the study. So this is a focus section. Starts off with the title. And then here's your reading. And these are the questions you answer at the end. All the answers are found in the reading. So no extra work, but it's very short, you can see. So what I wanted to share with y'all is, obviously this is the story of Noah. He was found blameless. Everyone else in his generation was wicked, evil. And first it dives into blameless. Was he really blameless? What does that mean? It says the Hebrew word translated as blameless is the same word we use to describe an animal fit for sacrifice as unblemished. It doesn't mean sinless. Instead, we can translate tamim, blameless, as wholeness. To be whole, in this sense, means you are fulfilling your soul's mission. It means Noah was living up to his godly potential. Isn't that what we all innately long for? It's the answer to that nagging inner feeling that something is amiss. It's why we're always looking for wholeness in other people and always being disappointed in relationship after relationship. The wholeness we desire needs to come from within, not from without. Every human being instinctively feels that he or she should be better. Somehow, we know we should be better people. Maybe it's the spirit within us that desires to become a person consistent with the blueprint of what God designed us to be. The selfish concerns of the ego sweep us along with the flood of madness called humanity. It doesn't need to be that way. We can learn to walk with God. The next focus section 3, is titled Walking with God. So it explains how to do so. It says walking in God's ways means following God's examples. And then it goes into the fear of God, the love of God, and cleaving to God. It says the Torah pairs walking in God's ways with 3 obligations: to fear God, to love God, and cleave to God. Those are all found in Deuteronomy. It says the 3 sons of Noah are saved from God's wrath, not on the merit of their own virtue, but because they cling to godly Noah. For disciples of Yeshua, to cleave to God means to cleave to our Master Yeshua, through whom God has been revealed to us. We glue ourselves to Him by making Him the most important thing in our lives. He's the only thing that matters and the center of our being. Since He is in the Father and the Father in Him, we cleave to God when we cleave to Jesus. It goes into describing how Noah fears the Lord in focus section 4. He believed that God exists, and he punishes sin, and he believed that punishment was coming. However, it also dives into the people of the world ignored Noah. They were too busy with everyday life to pay attention or heed his message. They were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and they did not understand until the flood came and took them all away. So will the coming of the Son of Man be. And that's from Matthew chapter 24, verses 38 through 39. In that hour, when dread comes like a storm, calamity comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come, then they will call on me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find me. And that's from Proverbs chapter 1, verses 27 through 28. Focus section 5 dives into Noah and the animals. It ties this with King Solomon in the Psalms. It says, Solomon learned wisdom from studying the natural world. Like King Solomon, we can find wisdom in the natural world around us. Close connection with the natural world should draw us into communion with the Creator, who made all things, sustains all things, and reveals Himself through all things. In Noah's day, robbery and violence and bloodshed filled the earth, but the animals in the ark dwelt peaceably under his authority. This alludes to the future when, under the authority of King Messiah, the one who will be like Solomon, the wolf will dwell with the lamb, the leopard will lie down beside the young goat, and the calf beside the lion, and the lion will eat straw like the ox. They will not hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth will be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. From Isaiah chapter 11, verse 9. Let's see. The last focus section 7, focused on true godliness. And it says, we are living in the days of Noah. The days of the coming of the Son of Man will be like the days of Noah. If so, we should ask ourselves, am I part of the insane human race, folly? Or am I like Noah, wisdom, who walked with God? As we learned above, to walk with God involves constantly exercising the three things: the love of God, the fear of God, and cleaving to God. It says, this is our purpose in life. It was our Master's mission, and it's the mission he has entrusted to us. There is a flood coming. Not a flood of water, but a flood just the same. God is looking for people who will walk with him as Noah did. This is the reason you are here. God created you to walk with him. When God created the world, he concealed his presence. That's why we call this the world of concealment. But he did not leave the world utterly devoid of revelation. He created man to bear his image, to represent him within the world. Now that's our job. We don't have to be part of the insanity. We can step outside of time and the illusory world of self and impermanence and cleave to the infinite through our Master, Jesus, by practicing the presence of God. Like anything else you want to accomplish in life, it just needs to become a habit. Toward that end, we will continue to study through the Torah until the end of Deuteronomy. But don't feel as if you can't get started right away. The concept is really simple. Use your imagination and remember that God is always present. He's always near. He's always with you. He's always loving you. He's always drawing you closer. He's always whispering to your soul. Even now, at this very moment, as you read these words, you can picture that. Believe that, know that, and maybe even feel it. You're already walking with God. Now stay on the path.